Hello, boot campers. How's that lighting? Whoa, it's a little wonky. What do you think? How's that? Is that better? Okay. Is that better? I look a little washed out. That's a little bit brighter. This is sun right here. Okay, so I posted on my personal page a picture of a baby in a red, pink and blue blanket. And the reason why I did is because when you see, excuse me, a baby like that, and I asked everybody for their adjectives, what they think when they see that baby, excuse me. And everybody is saying along the same thing. Angelic, child of God, miracle, blessing from above, all those things. They're such beautiful statements about that little baby. It was just a Google baby. And meaning I got it from Google Images. It wasn't like Lily or Grady or anything. And so the reason why I did that is because I want you to remember that your children, my children, were that baby laying in the blanket at the hospital. And all we thought was glorious, angel, heaven, miracle. And so take it a step even further. You were that baby laying in the blanket, laying in the crib at the hospital. And all those people were saying the same thing about you. And so you don't lose that miraculousness, whatever the word is. You don't lose that value, that worthiness, that beautiful spirit, that angelic that we're all talking about. You don't lose that as you grow. At your core, at who you are, the base of who you are, that is who you are. That is your essence. That is your child's essence. That is both your children's essence. And take it even a step further, that's your spouse's essence. That's the people that are frustrating. That's their essence. The people that hurt your feelings, that's their essence. And when you can see every human being, that's who I am. When you can see every human being as a baby in the hospital, you see everybody at their spirit, at their essence, at their core level. You see that angelic part of every human being. When you see it in yourself first, then you will radiate that out, and you will see it within your children, within your spouse, and your coworkers, and you will lead with love. That is true detachment. Because when I show you a picture of Lily and Grady at a really cute picture, you're like, oh, they're so cute, they're so cute. And then if I tell you a story that Grady flipped out over this, or Lily did, you'd be like, oh, well, maybe blah, blah, blah. You're not triggered, you're not upset. You just see it for what it is, and you're not thinking poorly of Lily and Grady. Same goes for when your children act up or do something. You can lead with love, and you can still have consequences, and not being a doormat and all that good stuff, but you control your side of the street, and you model and embody the energy and behavior that you want them to have. So if you're yelling and screaming and flipping out, you're teaching them what to do when they're stressed out is to flip out. If you are modeling calmness, if you're modeling patience, if you're modeling detachment, then you're teaching them what to do during stressful moments. Because the ego, the fear, the not being good enough is all wrapped into them because we love them so much. And so we think that if they act out, if they make a misdeed, if they do blah, 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 then that means something about us and our value. But you have to go back to the baby in the hospital and be that person day in and day out. And when you see yourself as that, that's why I'm always working on the mom's confidence. I'm always working on the mom's self-esteem. I'm always working on the mom's inner dialogue. I'm always working on the mom feeling comfortable in their own skin. I'm always working on that with other people and coaching people in that area and loving the home that they're in. Because when they love themselves and are proud of themselves and are blowing their own mind and doing things that are outside their comfort zone and really rocking their own world and making themselves proud, then they're going to see that value, that worth, that all that goodness in their children. When moms see themselves as a child of God, child of the universe, child from the stork, a miracle, an angelic, whatever your adjective was for that baby, when you see yourself as that, then you will only lead with that, and you will only see that in your spouse. You'll only see that in your kids. You'll only see that in me. You'll only see that in your coworkers. You only see that in your neighbors. You only see that in the people that cut you off, because you're not triggered by any of that, because we're all just souls having human experiences. And so no one can really hurt you or affect you or take away your beauty and your goodness, because they are just projecting out how they feel about themselves. And when you get this, it is pure detachment. You're detached from everything else around you, meaning something about you. When someone doesn't call you, instead of saying, oh my goodness, I wonder if she's mad at me, what did I do? Oh my goodness, what if she doesn't like me? you just lead with love, and she must be going through something really hard right now. And you don't give it your emotional energy, because if you're giving something your emotional energy that's outside your Saturn, like 5 rungs out, guess who that takes away from? That takes away from yourself and your 4 walls. So if you have someone that's 5 rungs out, that's hurt you, that's stole from you, that's lied to you, and you're all up in your head and you're thinking about that and thinking about that, and you're perseverating, you're thinking over and over and over, that gets your energy, that gets your power, and then that's the energy that you radiate out. So if someone steals from you, that's 5 levels out, which is what happened to me in the last week or so. Someone stole from me, but they don't give my energy, they don't give my power, they don't give my mental capacity, my emotional bandwidth, because if they steal from me and I'm perseverating and I'm hyper-focused and I'm just like this and I'm all distracted and I'm all up in my head and not living from my heart, guess who that takes from? It takes from Lily and Grady and David. So now this person who's stolen from me is now stealing from Lily, Grady, and David. And that ain't gonna happen. So it stops here. My thoughts are abundance and love and happiness, because that's what I want to radiate out. And I want to radiate out joy, and I want to lean into the gratitude, because then guess what I see in Lily and Grady? Guess what's mirrored back to me from David, Lily, Grady? Our 4 walls is all of that. So I hope this helped. Comment below. Be the baby in the bassinet. Be the baby at the hospital, and see every human being in your life, even the ones who are naughty, lying, deceitful, 5 rungs out. See them as the same, because then you're just going to lead with love. And then when you have all that love in your body, then that's what you're going to radiate out, and then that's what comes back to you. Just like when you squeeze an orange, what comes out of an orange? Orange juice. Squeezes when you squeeze out a grapefruit? Grapefruit. When you are filled with love and abundance and not scarcity and lack, when you're filled with all that love and abundance, you squeeze you for a hug, guess what comes out? More love. I love you guys. Hope this helped. Woo.